OpenAI's Realtime API is about to change everything. Imagine a world where AI can respond to you instantly, no delay, and sound just like a human. Well, I'm going to show you exactly how it works. Check this out.
This is Sarah, thanks for calling Pizzolino. How can I help you?
Hey, Sarah, how are you?
Great, thank you. How about you? How can I assist you today?
I'm doing great. Can I just place an order for a large pepperoni pizza with some black olives?
Absolutely. Just to confirm, you'd like a large pepperoni pizza with black olives. Would you like it for pickup or delivery?
Yeah, I'm gonna get it for pickup. And do you guys have any sides?
Yes, we do. We have garlic knots, mozzarella sticks, and a fresh side salad. Would you like to add any of those to your order?
Those garlic knots sound really good.
Great choice. How many garlic knots would you like to add to your order?
I'll just get one order, please.
Perfect. So that's one large pepperoni pizza with black olives and one order of garlic knots for pickup. Could I have your name and the time you'd like to pick it up?
My name is Sam, and I'll be there in about 15 minutes.
Thank you, Sam. Your order will be ready in about 15 minutes. Just to recap, that's one large pepperoni pizza with black olives and one order of garlic knots. We look forward to seeing you soon. Is there anything else I can help you with?
No, thank you, Sarah. I'll see you soon.
You're welcome, Sam. Looking forward to seeing you soon. Enjoy your meal.
Thanks, take care, bye. Not bad, right? Now, what if I told you that that's not actually OpenAI's real-time API in action? And that's actually the slowest version of our voice assistants you could possibly get. All right, let's pop over to my screen. I've already drawn this out. I'm gonna explain it in a super easy way so all of you can understand it. So to keep this as simple as possible, let's think back to the pizza demo that I did earlier today. Every time I asked it something and it was able to respond to me, we had to go through this entire loop of a circle. So I'll break it down step by step. Step one, when I ask it, hey, I'd like to order a pizza, the first thing that we have to do is we have to convert my audio into text. So that's where these platforms come into play. Deepgram, Whisper, TalkScriber, their job is to turn my audio into text. Next, now that we have that text, we have to send it over to the brain, which is the LLM layer, for example, OpenAI. Now we send that text over to the brain, and the brain responds and processes in text as well. Now that we have the response in text, we have to send it to another software over here, such as 11 Labs, Cartesia, PlayHT, and its job is to take that text and now translate it into speech, which is audio. Now, 11 Labs does a really good job at something like that because you can actually clone your voice or somebody else's voice and make it sound that much more realistic. And now that we have that final output in speech, that is what we hear on the other end of the phone when Sarah responded to us saying, perfect, what would you like on your pizza? So to recap, first what happens is my speech gets converted into text. Then that text is what gets sent to ChatGPT. ChatGPT then processes what I said, comes up with a response, and responds to me back in text format. That text then gets sent to a software like 11 Labs, where in 11 Labs, we are turning that text into speech. And that final speech is what I hear when Sarah says, how can I help you? That's the whole process in a nutshell. So I want to take this a step further and break it down in what this looks like in a software like Vappy, because all of these different areas that I just talked about, Deepgram, Whisper, TalkScriber, 11 Labs, Cartesia, PlayHT, even OpenAI, and going back to the voice platform, all of this plays a pretty important role in terms of the cost and the latency. So if we look at this like a chart over here, I guess, in terms of this 11 cent per minute cost, as we can see, Vappy charges its own 5 cent fixed cost. That's to use their software. But we have another cent going to Deepgram, and if you remember, Deepgram is what takes our voice and turns it into text. So we have 1 cent going there for that. And then we have ChatGPT. So this is our OpenAI model, which is the brain that we're using over here to process our text that we converted from speech. Next up, we probably have 11 Labs. Now, this is one of the most costly parts of this whole equation because we are paying 11 Labs a lot of money to use their voice that we're able to take our text and turn into speech. And if we go here into latency, as you'll see as well, all that plays a role as well. So Deepgram adds a whole 100 milliseconds to this 900 millisecond equation.
and ChatGPT takes 300 milliseconds to process what we said. So when we're talking about the latency and how long it takes for the AI to respond, it's not that OpenAI takes a long time to come up with this response. As you can see, OpenAI only takes around 300 milliseconds to come up with a response. Like that's super quick. It's not even a second long. But platforms like DeepGram and here 11 Labs alone adds 400 milliseconds to that whole cycle. So between 11 Labs and DeepGram, we got 500 milliseconds. That's more than half the amount of time that it actually takes to respond. That has nothing to do with even the AI. Now, finally, October 1st, OpenAI released something that they like to call Realtime API. Now, if we read over here, it says developers can now build fast speech-to-speech experiences into their applications. What does that mean? Essentially what that means is we're going to be able to get rid of this entire middle layer over here. The whole speech-to-text and text-to-speech situation no longer exists because we're able to communicate directly with the brain itself. This is what our new diagram looks like. Essentially, we are able to eliminate a lot of the moving parts here, and OpenAI is able to understand. Actually, Anthropic and Perplexity wouldn't actually be here because it's only OpenAI with this technology right now. So OpenAI is going to be able to understand our input as audio and output as audio as well. Now, so many benefits to this, right? One, obviously the latency, because if we go back to VAPI, as you can see over here, with 100 milliseconds going to DeepGram and 400 milliseconds, for example, going to 11 Labs, that's 500 milliseconds, more than half the amount of time it takes to respond, going to platforms that we no longer have to involve in this entire circle. Now, there's so many more benefits to it than just the latency. Think of it like this: when OpenAI is only able to understand our input as text, we lose out on so many experiences that are natural when you call someone, like emotion and tonality, for example.
Now, I do plan on making an even more detailed video about the advantages and disadvantages of using Realtime API. Just because the software is out doesn't mean it makes the most sense for all different businesses. So if you are on the fence and you're wondering if you need to switch all your voice AI assistants from what you're currently using and pop on over and build a custom solution with Realtime API, maybe just hold off and wait till my next video where I'm going to talk about the different use cases that you can benefit from using both types of systems. Until next time, see you later.